Now, the Face of Kenya isn't your typical beauty pageant. It seeks to positively portray the country and its rich style and culture abroad by getting young women to fundraise for a charity of their choice. Approximately 13 contestants, Kenyan girls living in the UK, commit to the philanthropic and cultural diplomacy that makes up the brand. Well, the Face of Kenya UK is taking place this Saturday, but the Face of Kenya USA happened in April, and I'm pleased to say I'm joined by the winner of that, Trina Wambui, and the founder of the event, Janet Wainaina. Guys, thank you very much for coming in. Janet, beauty pageants and Miss Worlds usually ask for world peace, but they don't usually do anything about that. How is the Face of Kenya different?
Face of Kenya different is because what we are doing is we're getting young girls, ladies and gentlemen, and let me say that because this year we've taken men, and we're taking them to fundraise for charities of choice. So that makes them think about somebody who is living in a poorer life than they are, and they're going to support that. Number two, most of them are born abroad. So it means like if you're born in the USA or born in the UK, it means you can't have a way of connecting to your country apart from joining a pageant like this and learning about your country. So yes, it is teaching about our country too.
Trina, you won Face of Kenya USA. Congratulations.
Yes.
Have you stopped wearing this since?
Oh, no, I keep wearing it all the time, every chance I get.
And how has life changed for you since winning that? Because obviously you raised money as well in the USA. How's life changed for you?
Publicity-wise, it changed a lot, and also with being in Kenya, like with my charity, I've learned a lot of things about my country that I haven't known before, and just getting together with others, it's great.
And tell us, Trina, about the charity that you raised money for.
It's called Angels Forgotten, located in Elburgon, Kenya. It's children children that are orphaned due to HIV/AIDS epidemics, and right now they're building a school for them and getting their needs taken care of.
And you say that you've learned more about Kenya because can't help but notice that you're from America, or you have an American accent. And so how good has that been to sort of culturally go back to Kenya and to stylistically sort of see more and more of the culture of your homeland?
I love it, honestly. I love that I was born and raised in America, but like my parents are from Kenya, so I like being raised by both cultures. And when I go there, I just feel like I'm at home.
And Janet, you founded this. You're the director of the whole thing. What made you do it in the first place?
Because I looked at how we are working with the young people. We keep telling them they're not doing the best, but we are not giving them structures to actually empower themselves. So for me, it was to cultural diplomacy, for them to learn their culture. Most of them are feeling lost. They don't know whether to be British or American or to be Kenyan. We are allowing them to give them an identity that they know I can be British or I can be American and I can be Kenyan. Number two is about fundraising, because I know that many people don't know how they can give. And sometimes if I personally can give to charity, probably £100. But with a structure like this, I knew I could reach to more people, to more young people, and to more charities in Kenya. So for me, it was finding something that I can personally do and feel that I've empowered the world using other people. And
you've been set up the USA version fairly recently. You've been doing the UK version for a while. Yes. Are there any differences between the UK-Kenya relationship and the US-Kenya relationship?
It is. There's a big difference. The American system was very easy to get into, and the people were, they gave in very well. They gave a lot of money in terms of giving much for charity. In the UK, though, we are more closer together. In fact, the event get more people to come up. So I think because my community is here, that is where they know me. So we get the UK version more bigger in size, but we don't raise as much money as we did in America.
And Trina, I assume you're here to watch the UK fashion version. Are you excited to see that? And what kind of differences are you expecting to see in terms of the fashion there and in terms of the fashion industry here in the UK? Is it much different to the US?
I see the fashion is kind of similar, honestly. I know the fashion here in London is like the heart of it, So at the pageant, I'm expecting it to be similar to Face of Kenya USA. So yeah, I'm excited to see it.
And are you expected to sort of get up and just announce yourself as, this may be the UK version, but hey sister, I'm the US winner, back off? Is it going to be anything like that? Are you going to be doing anything there, or more as a sort of status symbol?
No, I'm there to make an appearance, and I'm there to support the contestants as well, to see them do well.
And Janet, you hoping this is going to grow further, continue obviously year on year, and continue to get bigger? And what kind of things are you hearing from the charities that you're raising this money from? They're obviously very grateful. The charities are very grateful. As Trina have said, we are already building a school in the charity she did, Angels Forgotten, in different states. I mean, let me say this, 39 charities have benefited in the last 3 years that we've done Face of Kenya. I mean, Germany is waiting to launch Face of Kenya, Germany, in October. So we are waiting to launch Face of Kenya across, anywhere
anywhere else in the world, just to know that we can be the voice of Kenya and we can be the support of Kenya. Diaspora is not just about sending money to Kenya and building houses. It's also about us owning our country and supporting our people. That is what Face of Kenya is all about, bringing communities together, fundraising for charity, community cohesion, not just with Kenyans only, but also where we are. We find a lot of British people at the Kenyan event on Saturday. We have many of them. You're invited as well. So, so we say there's a lot of that integration happening, and we want Face of Kenya to be the voice that makes Kenya and brands of Kenya, because we need companies and even Kenya tourism. We need people to know about Kenya from us, not just from what they see advert on TV.
And it's also great, isn't it, because unless you've been to the countries in Africa quite a lot, then you might be forgiven for maybe lumping Africa all into one. Certainly I lived in China and people just talk about China when it's bigger than Europe and it has all these different provinces. There's obviously the same in Africa. Each country has its own diversity, its own cultural values and things. And so for you to be going around the world and showing Kenya off like this, it must educate a lot of people, as well as people like yourself who are taking part, to sort of, realise that there is a whole huge cultural wave there. What have people said who've been there and seen it? Have they said, wow, I didn't realise this style was like this, or that, I didn't hear about this before?
Actually, many people are mesmerized. They're like, wow, this is fantastic. First and foremost, we find Kenyans have got 42 tribes. So when you come to the runway and you hear somebody says, I come from this side and I'm this tribe, you're like, I thought Kenyan was just one people. How can you be 42 different types of people? And that kind of thing just tells, people that Kenya is diverse. It's just, we are all diverse. And also, somebody like Trina is well known to be American, not Kenyan. So when she goes to her college or university and she's talking about Kenya, it gives a different outlook to the way people look at her, and they can now start looking at her as somebody who's proud of her background as well of her present. So the integration, as I said, not just during the pageant, even after the pageant for the winners. Like our winner last year for Face of Kenya UK, Lavinia Karanja, she lives in Coventry. She's doing amazing work there. She went for World Travel Market and she walked in every stand, every country, telling them, we are Kenyans, we are fundraising for our country, for our people back home, but we are also promoting our country.
And Trina, very finally, you're going to be a teacher, not a model.
I want to be both, actually, but planning is teacher. I want to be a teacher.
Well, guys, best of luck. Thank you very much,
Thank
Janet
you so
and
much.
Trina, for coming in. It's very